I got a few packages in the mail that are pretty important that I've been waiting on for a little bit now. As you guys know, the last time that I went to the track, the car blew both axles, snapped them in half. Basically just because the stock axles are really weak and the car is making a lot more power than what stock is rated for. So I went ahead and got some extra insurance on things breaking for this big call out that everybody's gonna be at in North Carolina. Let's go ahead and get started opening it so I can show you guys what's inside. This box weighs a ton. And if you don't see why yet, then you're about to understand. It doesn't look like it weighs a lot because it's such a small box, but Jesus, are they heavy. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Oh, baby. Hello. These are Ford Performance axles, which are basically engineered by G-Force Engineering. These things are seriously, I believe, to be the strongest on the market. I mean, I wish you guys could see in person, seriously, how absolutely ridiculously beefy this axle is. I mean, it's seriously incredible. I've had a lot of axles out of a lot of different cars, and I've never in my life felt one that is this heavy. This is just like so solid, it's insane. These axles have a lifetime guaranteed warranty on them, and basically what that means is that if they break for any reason under any amount of torque, they ask no questions, they replace them. Oh, let me move this out of the way and get this one out. Oh my gosh. So that is the driver's side axle, and this one I believe is going to be the passenger side, so it's going to be a little bit smaller than that one. The driver's side axle is the primary axle, and this one is going to be called the secondary. And basically what that means is, since the car is rear-wheel drive, whenever you get on it, most of the torque goes to the driver's side axle. So the driver's side one needs to be a little bit more beefy, being that it's taking a lot more shock and force. Not by much though. Dang, this one is obviously smaller, but it is seriously still so stout. As you see here, I've got one more box. Oh, so let's check it out and see what I got. Oh. Okay, maybe I should just pull it out the other end. Oh, get out of the box. This is the most well-packaged item I've ever seen. Get out. Get out. What the? Oh my. There. All right, here it is. No. 2015 and up Mustang one-piece CV drive shaft from the drive shaft shop. This is a humongous, seriously like enormous one-piece drive shaft from the drive shaft shop. I believe this thing is 4 inches in diameter, but I'm not really positive. And it's actually really funny because this drive shaft is lighter than one of those axles, which is crazy. This is actually lighter than stock, which is gonna help with a lot of the rotational mass. And the main thing that I was really interested in about this drive shaft is that I believe it is actually balanced, which you notice all these rivets are actually little plates to balance the drive shaft, and they do that by rotating it on a balance machine at like 9,000 RPM or something like that. So it is pretty much perfectly balanced, which is great, which means that there's not gonna be a lot of vibration going down the road and everything like that. I'm still waiting on a few more components that I have in order to eliminate some of the wheel hop. Obviously, upgrading all of this stuff is great, but if you go to the track and you get a lot of wheel hop upon launching, you'll still be wearing down all of these really expensive components a lot faster than you should be. Wheel hop is really, really destructive for your car. So in order to eliminate that, we're gonna get cradle bushing lockouts. We're also going to get vertical links. They're coming in the mail really soon, so as soon as those come in, we're gonna get those slapped on the car also. But for right now, since I got everything opened up out of the boxes, let's go outside, put the car on jack stands, and get under the car, and I guess we're gonna get started on doing this. I'm probably not going to get on the drive shaft today. I'll probably wait to do that until the vertical links come in, just so I can separate some of the work that I'm gonna be doing. So let's go ahead and jump to it. Oh my God, these are heavy. Okay, so now I had the rear end jacked up off the ground on jack stands for security and safety. I'm gonna go ahead now and take off the rear wheels so I can get to the hub assembly and obviously the axle nut and everything else, so we can pull that out. So I'm gonna set these lug nuts out of the way now and yank this rear wheel off. So now we have everything exposed, so I'm gonna go ahead, give you guys a rundown on what I'm gonna be trying to do here. First thing that I'm gonna need to do is take off this speed sensor or ABS sensor, whatever it is. There's also this rear caliper which needs to come off. There's 2 bolts right here holding on the rear caliper. After that, I believe it'll be pretty simple to get off. So the first thing I'm gonna do is start off by loosening up these rear caliper bolts right here and sliding this caliper off. The next thing that I'm gonna have to do is, like I said, I need to take out this sensor that I was talking about here, and I also need to take off this bracket that's holding on this brake line for the e-brake. There we go. And so now that I got that removed, I can go ahead and pull out the caliper bolts all the way. Now I need to let the e-brake off so that the caliper can slide off, and then you'll notice that it just slides off nice and easy out of the way. Okay, that did not work as I thought. I did not think about the fact of how this rear diff works, so that was a fail. What I'm gonna have to do is actually put this caliper back on and set the e-brake. I talk about this every single time that I do something like this. You learn tricks every time and make it so much easier the second time going around. I have a giant 32mm socket right here that I'm gonna stick onto this axle nut, and we're gonna loosen this baby up. It is gonna be torqued on there pretty good, but hopefully I can get it off. Oh,
there you go.
There we go. So let me go ahead and set this on a soft surface. So now I'm gonna go ahead and get started on pulling all of these pieces of the hub off. We've got one right here on the left side, which is at the bottom of this vertical link, which I'll actually be replacing soon anyways. So once that comes in from BMR, I'm gonna be taking all this back apart, unfortunately. So there is one more down here at the bottom that I need to take off first. Okay, well, I ended up having to pull the whole hub out, unfortunately. But we have easy access to the axle now. And I can get to yanking on.
That's much area.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
I like that barking thing. Boston Terriers.
Well, we took a break on that one axle so I can move on to the passenger side and get this one done. We'll come back to the driver's side. As of right now, I've already taken off the axle nut on this side. All I've got to do is remove this top bolt to get the caliper off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started on removing the hub. Right now, I'm pretty much repeating all of the same steps that I did on the other side. Oh, that wasn't easy. Maybe this axle will come out easy.
Boy, that was hard.
Now that I have this one out, I'm gonna use this to show you guys basically the comparison between stock. This one right here, this tiny little frail piece of metal is the stock one. This is the upgraded ones from Ford Performance. I mean, immediately you can feel such a ridiculous weight difference between the two that it is unreal. These CV hubs are just seriously so much more beefy. It is ridiculous. This side worked just like I was hoping the other side would, but unfortunately it did not. All I gotta do now is slide this big ass beefy thing into there. Oh my gosh, we can't even hardly clear this thing into there. It's so big. Oh,
I've heard that before.
Oh my god, shut up, Daniel. That is put in as solid as it gets. Let me take out this axle nut now and go ahead and get started on putting this hub back onto the car and reassembling this side, and then we'll go back to trying our best at prying the other side out and getting it out. Well, I got this side completely assembled. All I'm gonna do now is slide on this new axle nut, and then I'm gonna put this giant 32 onto my torque wrench, and I have the torque specs right here, which it says are to 85 foot-pounds. So let me go ahead and thread this baby all the way down and then grab my torque wrench. Now we are good to torque on this thing until we hear a click. Well, I got the axle put in on this side. I am completely filthy. It's getting dark right now, but we're gonna go around to the other side and try and pull out that stubborn axle that has been lodged in there that will not come out. It's crazy the passenger side came out with such ease, and this one is just being a pain in the ass. Oh my gosh. Well, to give you guys an update on basically what's going on, we've got every type of tool, just varieties of everything, trying to get this damn axle out. I mean, seriously, let me check my phone. We are on, it is 11:40 right now. We are on hour 6 of trying to get this axle out, and I am not joking, we have not gotten any headway. We've got an axle puller here, which is specifically for this. We've got pry bars, we've got hammers, chisels, punches. I mean, just seriously everything that you can imagine. A few people are on the way right now to help, so this video didn't go entirely as I planned, but hopefully we can get this axle out because I have something really cool planned that I need to drive to in the morning. So yeah, it is tied. It's tied to the inside of the axle.
No, we're just gonna. I'm scared.
Oh, oh,
It's ready.
yeah. Yes. Oh my God, yes. It's literally what the? Hang on, give me a light.
It's supposed to move like a lot more. It's going. See?
That's what we've been fighting, is that little C-clamp. It is now 1:30. That is 7.5 hours that it took to get this CV shaft out. We actually had to break the axle in half just to be able to actually get it out. That is ridiculous. As you see, there are tools laying, everywhere. This has been just an absolute mess. It is 2 in the morning now. We've been working on this a total of 8 hours. We're probably about to wrap it up for the night. I'm gonna pick up all of these tools and then I should be good. I'm gonna leave the car up in the air on jack stands till in the morning. This has been an absolute mess. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button below. It shouldn't be that much harder from where we are right now. Anyways, guys, I will talk to you in the next video. Thanks.